Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 2 of Neon Apes. It has been, a long time coming.
Several months.
Yeah, several months, honestly. I mean, we even took a small break before the, kind of transitionary things, but we finally got podcast equipment that works and stuff like that. And I'm really excited. So, I mean, my name's Holden, otherwise known as Time to Grind.
My name's Daniel, otherwise known as Not Daniel.
My name is Matthew, also known as Sutter.
Yes,
Is it Sutter or Sutir?
we're gonna keep this joke up because you did this to yourself in the old.
Well, no, I've been your
season.
friend for like over a decade, and I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
I don't even
You
know
have
if your
lied
real
about
name's
it so
Matthew,
often. You've
honestly.
degraded my ability to know.
Is your name Matthew?
Are you?
Yeah.
What-
Well, to this lifetime it is.
This lifetime?
Yeah.
Oh, in this
Okay.
life thread.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you one of those like New Age types?
What, is New Age just reincarnation?
New Age is like
that all
borrows
the-
a lot of shit from like Eastern philosophy, and some of it can be good, and some of it can be kind of garbage. But like, really depends on what type of New Age shit you're doing.
Because I feel like I always hear that in a negative connotation.
Well,
but
yeah,
I
because
never...
that's you always hear like fucking 60-year-old boomers going on about New Age ideas, like
Wait, 6-year-old boomers?
60.
Oh, so
60.
I'm just imagining like a 6-year-old like with like reading glasses on and being like, "Dang immigrants!" Like,
Man,
I don't know. That's
I
funny.
really hope they're coming out of the room like that nowadays. That would suck. Imagine that. Another generation of people just like the boomers. But
I want
like,
Americans in my sandbox. God damn it.
fuck.
Oh my
Matthew,
gosh.
Matthew, you're scaring me.
I was going with a bit.
Okay.
You were going with the bit, and the bit scares me.
So, because we obviously are, unfortunately friends. No, but
Unfortunate.
we hang out in real life, and something that Matthew here likes doing a lot is what we like to. It's not
Losing his
really
phone?
gaslighting. Also losing his phone. You want to go tell the story of how you lost your phone that we were gonna record on, and that go ahead.
Now we're using mine,
So I'm
and I
gonna
can't
move
use
this
like
closer to
Twitter.
I had a Skyrim encounter on the Dallas Area Rapid Transit. I think that's the acronym.
Oh, is that what it stands for?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure. That sounds right.
You could say anything, and I'd believe you.
Honestly.
And I was in the cart. It was just me, this homeless guy, and this maybe also homeless guy, but I couldn't tell. But he was just like watching me read, and he was like, "Is that the Bible?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "What is that about? I'm reading, what you reading about?" And he seemed earnest at first, so I was not like intimidated at first.
Yeah.
But I responded like, it's about Germany. He's like, does it talk about Hitler? I'm like, not really. And he's like, oh, I see. I'm like, wait, no, are you? And he's like, oh, so 6 billion people died, all this other stuff.
Wait, so was he acting like the Holocaust wasn't real, or
No, he was mad.
or was he pro-Holocaust?
He was he was very technically anti-Holocaust. He was mad that I was reading a book
Oh.
about Germany.
How
that
dare you
was,
read about Germany? They were like at least related to the Nazi Party.
The thing is like, if I would tell him the truth, it did talk about Nazi Germany, but I don't know if it would have helped at that point. But
Why
he
the
was just
fuck
like,
was he mad at you for reading a history book in the first place? Even if it was like a fucking, I don't know, history of like Germany during World War II, what would be so bad about that? You're
if-
just a history buff.
Yeah, if-
so maybe like, I guess I'm used to it being around you, but like looking into the weird parts of history is like completely normal.
So what? So you got up and left from him and just like accidentally left your phone?
yeah, like I in my head, I would
direction of the
have
conversation
remembered to
going.
grab my phone, or at least noticed if I wasn't rushing out of the train, because as soon as the thing opened, I was like, I'm done, I'm out of here. This guy's literally, he was at that point like grabbing grabbing my book and slowly trying to grab it out of my
He was
hand.
Yeah. I didn't know that part.
Yeah.
Okay, question. Why did you not like,
Bitch slap him.
yeah.
Because then that would have gotten into physical.
Oh, yeah,
It
no.
would have gotten physical. I didn't want to get
Okay,
physical.
and he was already making it physical. He
I know,
was grabbing your
I know
shit.
legally, like morally, legally, I would have been in the right to smack him. I just didn't want to.
So my question is do we need to buy you a fanny pack though? Like unironically.
Yeah, you left your phone there not because he like took it or anything, but just because you left it.
Which
on the seat.
Yeah,
You
it
forgot
was
it.
provoked from the situation that happened. But if you were reading a book, if I was reading a book, my phone would be in my pocket, right?
If I'm anywhere even vaguely in public, anything like wallet, phone, keys, those three things never leave my pockets unless I'm like specifically using
I was
them.
I think I was trying to look at my phone for something, and I put it on the seat for like a second.
I just
But,
want you to know,
yeah, I
like,
guess, yeah.
You
It's
have
so
every
fucked up.
right to make as much fun of me as you want to when I like inevitably lose my phone eventually.
You did lose
Yeah, I was
your
about to
phone
say.
in the snow for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, when
But
we went
then
to
I
Colorado.
found it.
I found it. Excuse me.
You did. And you're a god. Thank you.
But oh no, yeah, I think we talked about that on one of the older podcast episodes. But
we
yeah,
did.
so,
We don't want to bore them with season 1 lore.
Yeah,
we're in
that's-
season 2. We're establishing a new lore.
Yes, this is.
In this timeline, Matthew was actually a failed lab experiment to create the perfect soldier, and he now lives with PTSD from his training.
So yeah, okay, you have so okay. I'm going on board with this. So, what is your one superpower that you have, and then me and Dan will tell you like how it terribly went wrong, and like you just tell me what superpower you have.
Okay,
this supposed-
okay. Fuck. Okay, I'm trying to think of something with a good one. Okay,
Be creative.
the
Do
ability,
it now.
the ability to climb walls.
Okay, ability to climb. Okay, how is that messed up? So how did it go wrong?
Copyright strike from the MCU forced the organization to shut down because he resembled Spider-Man too much, and that infringed on their intellectual property rights. So now
Wait, are you
there's
saying-
a
I
death
thought you were-
squad from Marvel hunting Matthew down 24/7. Every waking hour, he must look over his shoulder for the people who are out to kill him for infringing on, copyright
Okay,
shit.
okay.
What do you
Wait.
think of that?
I
It's
thought
like
this
a
was supposed to be
drawback.
like I had a power with a caveat.
Okay, well that's where I was going with it, but
Oh,
I
no,
like,
I went a
like when
completely
Dan-
different
yeah.
direction.
I
but-
like so that's Daniel's
that-
universe of
Yeah.
I just,
what happened.
I just get in
The
legal
best one.
troubles.
So mine is you can climb on walls, but if you're climbing on a wall and it has paint or like anything and the paint like falls off, you're not attached to the wall. You're attached to the paint.
Okay, but like,
so you
literally, that's how climbing works.
well, like I mean I say like
I
a chip
know
of
what you
paint
mean.
falls off, you will literally
So-
like,
Okay, but if
Realistically,
Spider-Man
if I-
could climb on walls like that, he would have the same problem. Because he's
Well-
grabbing onto, like...
I get what you're trying to go with this, Holden, but the thing is if that works, where like if like even the slightest like debris falls off and my whole hand gives, if I'm a smart climber, you go one hand at a time. So if I lose the leverage, then I would just like apply it again.
yeah, okay. fair
also,
enough,
like,
fair
spiders
enough.
are tiny, and if he has all the powers for... Well, no, he just said climbing. Never mind. He's not Spider-Man. That's my headcanon. I'll stop.
I saw a
I like what you're going to. If it was like a certain color paint, then it wouldn't work.
Okay, yeah. Like if it has to. Okay, no. It has to be like a specific beige paint. You can't climb any other wall. You can only climb like a beige.
I just
paint.
need a bucket of that paint. There's a baby climbing on the railing, and people are like, "Oh, what's going to happen? Where's the fire police? Oh, they're 30 minutes away. That's a terrible fire department." And I come in with the paint bucket and I just splash the wall.
Like you have like a Nerf super soaker with like a paint, and so like you can like it's like Splatoon. Like you have to shoot the paint when
And
you want to like dive.
trying
on
to
it.
get in the kid's eyes to like
Oh.
fuck them up or.
Well, you got to be able to have a good grip on the kid. I assume if you can climb on beige paint, then you have a really good grip on anything beige painted. Which means you'd have really good grip on, like, most flesh-colored objects. Or at least for, like, white people. Like,
Okay. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
white people are kind of beigey.
Also,
So you could, like, grab onto someone, and if we're going off of Holden's rules, if you grab, like, the topmost layer, you could effortlessly grab someone and rip their goddamn
just
skin off.
de-skin them. Oh no.
Do you realize the terrible power you wield? I think in this timeline, the darkest shit is you trying to, like, connect with other people, but, like, a lot of the people you touch, at least in America, you touch them and you rip their skin off by touching them.
Well, okay, like say Spider-Man. Spider-Man can activate his things or not activate
But
them.
I assume
right?
if, like, the caveat is it has to be on beige paint, then it's kind of involuntary.
You're doing like a Midas or King Midas. Is that what
yeah,
it was?
yeah, you can't, like, you
can't touch anything without it turning to gold.
any,
but-
beige-colored person without, like, ripping their skin off.
Man, so yeah, that would be so. Okay, so we can actually combine these two universes. So he has been going and accidentally killing people.
Well, it's Matthew,
left and
so I would
right.
like to believe that it's, like, on purpose. Would you do it on purpose, Matthew, or
Would
would
you
it be
kill someone,
accidental?
Matthew?
Or would it be
You're
on
not being
purpose, but you
recorded.
play it off as being accidental?
This isn't being recorded. You know, this is we're
just talking.
You know, do you kill people?
I wish I was able to do the JCS psychology
Legally, no.
voice.
Legally, no. Is that the equivalent of like saying like if you're a cop, you have to tell me? Like,
I always thought that was the dumbest shit. Like, what the fuck do you think undercover cops are for? Like, okay, even like really young me when I first heard about that was like, who the fuck would believe that?
Okay, this is a tangent, but your thing reminded me of this. I'm rewatching a series called Young Justice with a friend, Anna, and we got to a point where there's this Rachel Ghoul. Does that ring a bell to any of you?
say that again. What?
Rachel Ghoul.
Oh,
he's
it
like
does
the
not.
he's like the head of the Assassins. Basically.
I vaguely know who you're talking about.
And Assassins, he's been alive for like several hundred years.
Okay.
And there's a bit where he like talks about something, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's probably lying." And one of them goes, "Rachel Ghoul's a lot of things, but he's not a liar." And I'm like, "He's an assassin, though, and it lives for 800 years. You tell me he doesn't lie? Like that's like a main character trait for him." That like
I feel like
I feel like that was just a cool one-liner.
and I get maybe in the context of it, maybe it was just like, oh, when he's like talking, like
When he's in business mode, he don't lie.
Yeah. But I'm like, if you practice in the assassin arts, like, you probably should lie at least a little bit.
I mean, I feel like that's part of it. Unless you're like really good at never getting seen.
That makes me think of like, what if they made like a Hitman level where you like had to tell the truth? Well, there's not really dialogue or talking.
Okay,
in
but
Hitman,
for real, with like Hitman, well, in the most recent Hitman games, there are times when people are talking to Agent 47, and he'll be giving these one-liners where he's basically telling them he's an assassin. He'll be like a chef making something, and he'll be like, "Oh, this meal is to die for."
Oh my god!
He'll do shit like that over. You've played the games, Matthew. You know what I'm
he's
talking
great.
about.
The voice actor for that guy is great.
No. Alright, this is like the real shit though. I've heard people complain that removes from the game. If anything, that like enhances it 100 times.
To be honest, I'm not gonna in any position. Okay, it depends on like where, if I'm a guard or not. But if I'm like in a ship, like a yacht ship, and someone made my coworker made that joke, I'm going, oh haha. I'm not gonna think he's a fucking assassin.
Okay, what? So you're on a cruise ship, right? And you know like the 4 other chefs that are on the cruise ship with you, and then all of a sudden you don't know where one of the crew members are,
well,
and
no,
this
you do know
random
where they
other
went.
chef
Like,
pops up. But I'm saying like you're one of the chefs, and one of the chefs disappears and has been replaced with a bald Matthew.
Okay, but like
And the Matthew's over there
Hitman
being like,
NPCs don't have object permanence. That's one of Hitman's like main strengths in canon, is that he has object permanence, whereas like
No one
the
else
rest.
does.
He has super object permanence in the new games.
It's like a an alternate timeline where they never like unleaded gasoline, so there's just leaded gasoline.
What?
Yeah, in the what fucking 50s or 60s or something, we started taking lead out of gasoline, and the Hitman universe is an alternate timeline where
Is that what it is?
What?
I don't think I somehow ever realized unleaded meant it didn't have lead.
Yeah, gasoline used to have lead in it,
So
and there
then-
was lead in our air, and we were breathing in lead. And luckily, people listened to scientists that time, so there's not lead in our gasoline anymore. Well, there's less lead. It's really hard to get rid of like every part.
So is there just naturally lead in like natural gas
I
oil or
am
whatever?
nowhere
Or
near qualified enough to talk on that, but I'm pretty sure.
I still think one of the most humorous things Trump did in the last presidency was legalize or
Oh,
slightly allow asbestos back to construction.
He got rid of regulations limiting
Why?
asbestos.
That's some Simpson.
That's such a
shit.
shitty Okay, well, like, it's cost effective, and I get from a cost standpoint why you would want to do that. From an everything else standpoint, that makes no goddamn sense. Like, unless your installation will have no one ever interacting with the installation ever, which isn't going to happen, then, like, it's a bad idea.
I still remember,
in my opinion.
I think it was either a Russian or a Ukraine asbestos company. When that happened, they changed their logo to like Trump's face. Because, like, I mean, to them, he had just made them.
No, he's like a
lot of
god to
money.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. Man.
Insane bullshit.
Man.
Well, man, it's a good thing we have Biden in, and he's making so much real and tangible change right now.
This is
This is the What
This is our take for the.
our hot take.
take.
All politicians.
All right.
are
But
pretty
like,
bad.
both parties bad is like a lukewarm take, at most.
Yeah,
like,
I mean-
that's not even a hot take. That's just like.
Depending on the
it's
room
a
you're
moderate
in,
temperature take.
that either will give you like the whole like aha, everyone agrees with you most of the time, or like someone extreme reactions for you trying to be the both sides.
Okay, but like, it's not even about both sidesing. It's more about like not having to agree with someone because they represent the opposite of someone else you disagree with more on. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to agree with the party you vote for. You should vote. Vote if you're of voting
Vote,
age.
yeah.
Vote. Do that. And make the best choice that you can, whether you're conservative, liberal, what in the fuck ever, that's how democracy works. But, like, the unfortunate thing is, like, having to choose between someone you dislike and someone you dislike more.
Oh yeah, do one of the.
That's why I like shit talk myself.
Oh yeah, no, you're only allowed to shit talk politics if you vote. That's I think that's the best. You are not allowed to complain if you didn't vote in the presidential election. You know, you were
Yeah,
not
if
allowed
you were
to complain
below the
about
age of 18.
not allowed to complain. No, but I mean, yeah, no. Me and Matthew, we went to go vote here in Texas. I mean, there was a bunch of big votes in like Virginia and stuff, but we went to go vote for a bunch of. I think it was just like individual, things.
No,
but
that's like county. That's the most important shit to vote on because that affects you most.
yeah, I mean, so yeah.
County
But it
level
was-
voting is like just as important as presidential voting. In fact, it has like a much more profound
Oh,
impact
yeah.
on a lot of people's lives than they even realize.
When
Yeah.
you think about it, the people you vote for eventually become like the things that matter.
Oh, yeah.
It depends on where you are, though, I guess.
I mean, especially when you're voting on like the individual like representatives, those are the ones that are actually voting on the president. You don't vote on I mean, you do vote on the president, but that
Well-
doesn't always equate to.
I mean, like your local county representatives probably aren't going to be members of the electoral college.
Well, I guess like who does it? Is it the governors?
No,
Or what
it's
is
like
that?
I'm
Those
pretty sure it's
representatives.
selected like members by the state, and I don't know the selection method itself. I don't know if there's even like a methodology, but pretty much the idea is like these people are supposed to vote in accordance with like how their blocks vote. It's really a holdover from like the time when we didn't have instant data transmission,
Oh,
and like
yeah.
you didn't know if your like your letter got in, so you sent a person instead. So it's like this person represents the aggregate votes of this county, and that was okay back in the day when we had like horses and
I think we still have horses, Dan.
You
That
know
was
what
our-
I mean, you contrarian asshole. Okay, no, but like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, dude. I think the future's got to be just everyone logs onto a website and votes.
I mean,
If it's
in the future, I'm gonna be plugging my brain in to mine Bitcoin for Elon.
and then when you go to sleep, there will be ads in your dreams.
But at least
and
my
stuff like
liberty is
that.
not being infringed on.
Next time there's an election, we should do that bit where we like two of us dress up as candidates and we get our audience to vote.
And that's who we're voting on.
I don't know, with how elections are going, like, in a given circumstance, one of y'all is gonna be like really disliked, because like they've gotten pretty polarizing recently.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, I guess
No, I'm not saying dress up as
no,
the
recently
actual
politics has
candidates.
always been
I'm
polarizing.
saying we do like our own character.
Oh, wait, have y'all heard of Vermin Supreme?
Mm-mm.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah.
I don't know if he's libertarian or independent, but he wears a boot on his head, and he's the only candidate who's willing to fight the war on plaque, and that's the only war against a noun I could ever like remotely support. So I'm all for Vermin Supreme if he ever makes it to like.
Is he a dentist?
No, he's just a total meme lord in politics.
He's
I
been
learned a
there for-
lot
he's, like,
about
a
him
really original.
like during debate club in high school.
So like by plaque, you mean like
Like dental plaque, yeah.
okay, huh? Okay.
Yeah, he's the only one brave enough
So
to
he's
take on
pro
big
like
plaque.
fluoride in the water, then I would assume.
Of course.
Which I think that's probably good. Fluoride in the water.
In
Right?
what water?
Like the water we drink.
My
has
water?
Fluoride. Yeah.
Okay,
all,
but
all the water
like-
we drink has fluoride in it.
Man, I always feel upset when people get mad at like, oh, you're putting chemicals in water. First of all, water is chemicals. Second of all, that's to make sure like, what do you call it, microbes and shit don't completely destroy your insides from the water that you drink, like
Yeah.
publicly.
Do you know that I'm pretty sure Janus? This might not be true, but I mean, that's literally with.
That's a great way to start a story.
Well, I'm pretty sure.
Fake news alert.
I'm like 90% sure it's this religion, but like Jainists in India are such pacifists that they don't like what's it like when you kill the things in your water so you don't get disease.
Oh, kill bacteria? Like they don't like.
Yeah, they don't
like
even do that.
Killing the bacteria.
No.
So so they just.
I could see that
die
just
from
because of how
drinking water?
cool I know Jainists are. If that's even how you pronounce that.
I mean,
genuinely
I'm
don't
sure
know.
that's like the hardcore version, but
But I mean, that's just not. I mean, like you just die.
I mean,
Like, it is-
They
like-
don't drink like the absolute filth of the water. They but like whatever water they do, they.
I mean, I think that's kind of dumb, but
I mean,
also,
yeah, like exactly. Like
it's a religious view. I'm not gonna tell someone not to do that. I'm just
remember
not gonna do that because
Yeah,
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I guess like as long as it's not directly hurting other people.
As someone who goes to a Quaker church and like who kind of observes the peace testimony, like pacifism like that, I don't know. That's kind of weird
yeah.
to me. But like also Quaker pacifism, if you take it to like its mega extremes, you could probably get a take like that out of a Quaker if you push the peace testimony to like its absolute
Oh.
limits. But don't do that because they're amazing people, and if you do that, I'll be sad, and I will be sad towards you.
Oh man, I don't know. You just bringing up like church and stuff just made me think about Christmas and how you hate Christmas.
I
with
will
a burning
fight a
passion.
one-man war on Christmas.
Like, I will
don't
give
a
you-
shit if I am the one person in like Matthew. You know that Splinter Cell Blacklist mission where it's a group of people who have taken a mall over during Christmas and they're doing terrorist shit.
Was it the newest one? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
they were
remember that one.
morally in the right, not because of any of their actions, but because they like disrupted Christmas.
I don't even think that they disrupted the mall's Christmas.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
that.
yeah, they fought against Christmas.
Okay, but that's like the
any
Grinch
fighting
thing,
against
though.
Christmas is good fighting.
Like at the end of the Grinch does all these things. He steals all the presents, and
The
then
Grinch was a coward and a
thing
traitor. He was a traitor to the cause.
How is he a
Holden.
traitor? He didn't kill people.
No,
How is
because
a
he
traitor?
gave up on like his conviction of fighting Christmas. Because oh no, I have feelings now. What in the fuck ever?
You wanna know what
put
caused
those
that, though?
aside and you finish the job you started.
He stole all the presents. He
Yeah,
stole
as
all
you
the
should.
decorations.
As you
and then
should.
he realized that Christmas wasn't about the presents. It was about like family and coming together, and everyone was all
Do
happy.
you think that's what Christmas is for the majority of Americans?
Well, like for me, I like Christmas and like the presents and stuff are a cool part of it. It's cool to like give
I
gifts and
wouldn't be
stuff.
seeing
but, like,
goddamn Christmas ads in November
You see
if it
ads all
weren't
the
about
time.
selling people shit.
Daniel,
like there's ads always.
And I'm more
That's
upset when it's
inevitable.
Christmas themed ads because then it's just blatant like emotional manipulation.
Daniel,
The
I for one
SPCA.
still enjoy Christmas. I kind of smile if a Christmas song comes on every once in a while.
Thank you.
But I
I
have
have
worked
no
at
problem
Target
with-
over during the holiday season in general, and I can understand if maybe like someone hurt you at like Red Lobster.
No, seriously, Christmases at Red Lobster were shitty.
What, did people just not tip or?
Well, I don't know what it is about charitable seasons, but like after people give something, they feel less obligated to give. My worst tip times were always during the Christmas season and Sunday right after church because everyone has given already. So like they've already got their warm moral fuzzies, so they don't need to give anymore.
I can speak to the Sunday one though.
I mean, you know, that's just my experience. I met a lot of really nice people who came out of church on Sunday. I just met more assholes than I did nice people.
I mean, I can't remember. I think the 2-month period I was a server. I remember one of the other servers. She
You
got
were smart
tipped.
about it. You took 2 months and left.
I was like, get me out of here. But yeah, no, she got tipped with, it looked like $100 bill. And then when it wasn't $100 bill, it was a Jesus business card. And it said, you don't need money, you need Jesus.
I got
like,
I've gotten something similar in a 20 form, and let me tell you, like, as someone who like still observes a lot of Christian traditions and goes to a Quaker church, that pisses me off so bad.
I mean, at
there's
that point, just
nothing
don't
you
tip.
can do to make someone who's on the fence dislike you more than just like withhold money. If you're gonna do that, at least give money with it.
yeah, give money and say, hey, you know, like, do the business card and then money.
Or
Like,
or if being a cheap asshole is more important to you than proselytizing, then be a cheap asshole. But don't degrade the name of
Yeah.
the religion you claim is so important. Like, and then also be a cheap asshole, because then you're taking away from it to be a cheap asshole, and like, what, you lose on both fronts there.
Yeah,
That's
and like
just dumb.
The argument doesn't make sense, because if you're like, oh well, you don't need money, you need Jesus. It's like, okay, well then you don't need the money either. Give it to me.
Give me the money.
Like, yeah, no. After
Like,
working as a
goddamn, do you
server-
think you'd be working at a cotton patch specifically? Oh, what do y'all think of the labor shortage?
Oh, dude, I love it. Well, I mean, I don't love that there's a labor shortage.
Really? All right. Well, let me be clear.
But-
I love it. I think it's great. I really, really do. I think it is one of the best things to come out in recent months. I hope the devs add, a lot more things like mass strikes and shit like that. Like,
In the next patch.
no, but seriously, something like this has been so long coming. Like $7.75 or $7.25, whatever the minimum wage
I think
is.
it's $7.25. Still the minimum wage, yeah. Here
No,
in
that's
America.
fucking unreasonable. I've worked for like 15 an hour and have barely made rent and car payments, and it's I don't
Well,
know.
and we live here in Texas.
We live
where
in
it's
one of the
cheap.
cheapest
Yeah.
places possible, and it is fucking impossible to survive on that. It's not even like a
Yeah.
left-right divide. It's like a basic mathematics budgeting divide of people who are like, no, you need more to exist and function as a human being in society than $7.25 an hour or so.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
but I like the labor shortage because it's allowing people to negotiate better wages, which is a very
Exactly.
good thing.
I think like the pandemic really made our generation and like the generation under it, be like, okay, well, there's more to life than just like slaving away at a job that isn't going to value you as an individual.
Well, because, I think like a big catching point, and I hear these conversations all the time, like, I hear a lot of much more conservative-minded folks go, okay, well, people are just being lazy and they don't fulfill basic work obligations, and, I never hear the counter-argument being, or I don't hear counter-arguments put well, I guess I should say, but,
yeah.
I think the counter-argument to that statement is something along the lines of people are willing to work, but
They need to be
the
valued.
wages and just the general working conditions are not good enough for people to want to spend their time there, so they're not going to spend their time there. It's free market, baby.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to treat people like shit for shit wages, you can only do that for so long before people throw their hands up and say, okay, if I'm financially fucked, I'm financially fucked, but I'm not going to deal with that anymore.
I'm going to have my life. I mean, I've had arguments with people that like, they're like, oh, this, like what you were just saying, oh, people are just lazy and stuff. And I literally, I was like, okay, well.
Like, no, sit down very calmly, do an Excel sheet, figure out how much money you need to live in a single bedroom, like, studio apartment.
Yeah.
Cheapest you can possibly live. You cannot do that on minimum wage.
Yeah, no. It's like, just pay the people more.
And then there's the even more asinine argument that minimum wage is meant for, like, high schoolers, when the number of minimum wage jobs... Actually, I'd be spreading false news if I said this following statement. I was going to say the number of minimum wage jobs is greater than the number of like available working high school students, but I have nothing to verify that. So do not take that away as a take. Do your own damn research, you lazy bastards.
Well, I saw a sign of a McDonald's hiring sign that was like $7.20, or I don't know what it was, but it had 3 different tiers of pay depending on how old you were. So it was like if you're 16 to 17, you get paid only like $12 an hour, and then it was like if you're 18 to 21, you get paid more. But it's like they're all doing the same stuff. Like I can understand slightly how some states, like if you're in high school, you can't work past certain hours. I don't.
Well,
remember
people
but,
always
like,
talk about the price increase from increasing wages, but they never talk about the price hike that comes from just profit taking. Because it's shit like people getting laid off because of automatic what's the
robot
term?
overlords.
No, I'm thinking about grocery stores. The automatic checkout.
Oh,
Did that decrease prices? Did you notice price decrease? Because if it's so dependent on wages, they're trying to give us the best price they can.
then yeah, that should have been.
It should have
cheaper.
gone down. But notice it didn't. It's almost like there's a group of people profiting off of that who don't want to split those profits as much as they possibly can. Which isn't to say all profit taking is bad. Just when profit taking gets in the way of people being able to function in society, I think that is a major harm.
Yeah, so Matthew, when are you gonna close your sweatshop down?
Yeah, you've had that open for the past 3 years. There have been 4 deaths.
There's been a forest fire in your warehouse.
Well,
Yeah,
remember,
I'm sorry.
it started.
Look,
it started. That was in
my underground
Australia
Christmas
before you
tree.
moved.
I'm sorry. I'm actually super biased in the whole Christmas tree debate, the whole Christmas debate, because I'm actually one of the biggest alpine
suppliers.
trees,
Yeah. In the United States.
So you have an underground greenhouse.
Yes.
Why does it need to be underground? Pine trees are not illegal. Did you not know this? You are causing a
Well,
lot
the slave
more...
labor is.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. But wait. How the fuck is it cheaper to excavate an underground, like, growery to, like, save cost on labor? You would need to, like, run that probably longer than you'd be alive to offset your labor costs there.
I'm like, I just really wanted to be like the guy in Breaking Bad who has an underground. Like,
You
thing.
valued, like, the aesthetic more than, like, anything else.
So yeah, it's not about.
You saw those Gustavo Fring Sigma memes and you just took them to heart.
You should have just like opened up like a chicken joint or something.
You know, hold on, I don't know why we're criticizing him. He's got the Sigma male quadrillionaire grind set.
Man, there's a lot of connections here because speaking of losing my phone and that Breaking Bad show, I one time left my phone at the actual place where they shot the Los Polos Hermanos.
Do you just lose your phone?
Yeah. You need a fanny pack.
You do.
I've
You
needed
need a
fanny pack
fanny
since I
pack.
was 15.
Okay.
Well, okay, but he has pockets already. He wears male's clothing, so like, I'm not sure if a fanny pack would help because clearly he has the ability to store his phone, but he doesn't.
I think it was a lot better when I was wearing cargo shorts as my like main sense of style.
Why not bring back?
but you have 2 pockets.
Why not bring back cargo shorts?
Also, yeah, you could just wear cargo shorts.
Okay, don't actually. I kind of stopped in the middle of saying that. I mean, like they're all right, but like,
Would you rather be forced to actually be enthusiastic about Christmas for the rest of your life, or wear cargo shorts for
Cargo
the rest
shorts.
of your life? You would
Cargo
rather
shorts
wear
are
cargo
great.
shorts for the rest of your life.
yeah, they're
than be-
comfy. I don't give a shit.
But you were just like shitting on cargo shorts.
No, I was saying like, I don't know. You're getting a business major. You're gonna have to do business. Well, okay, actually, yeah, I was shitting on cargo shorts. Never mind.
But
Cargo
you
shorts
would
are
rather
great.
wear cargo shorts than
Yeah, fuck
be
Christmas
in.
and fuck you.
So I'm like, it's not only like you don't just have to have cargo shorts in like your weekly.
My dislike
every
of
day.
Christmas is so pathological. You could say, would you rather be tortured for every day for years on end, or like
Be enthusiastic about Christmas.
yeah, I'd pick the torture.
I don't
Fuck
believe
Christmas.
you. I don't believe you.
Worst season
Matthew,
of the
we
year.
have some work to
Worst
do.
season of the year. You're gonna have to torture me for it.
We got
Break
some
out the
planning
thumb
to do.
screws. Get out the car batteries. Do it. Do it, coward.
we're gonna
Do you
go-
fight for Christmas or not?
Well, there's a lot of planning that goes into
Christmas
torturing
is the only
someone.
justification I can ask my parents for money at this point.
Yeah, we are at that age, huh?
See, for me, I'm at the point where I hate clothes shopping. Like I used to always hate clothes or getting
Oh,
clothes
yeah,
as
yeah.
a gift, but now anytime I'm like, give me clothes, dude. I don't want to go clothes shopping.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
Wait, what do you have to go clothes shopping for?
Like just like I only have 1 pair of jeans right now and like 1 pair of pants because it's not been cold and now it's finally getting cold, which I
Okay,
love.
but what did you do after last winter? Throw away all your jeans?
Well, I think I was like a big boy, so the jeans I had.
Okay,
no longer
yeah,
fit
actually,
me.
you know what? Fair. I see the reasoning
So-
there, but I don't see the reasoning behind regular.
Well, I mean,
shopping,
but
I
like
guess.
socks just die eventually.
Okay, but that's like one item.
Socks die like I go through socks like Amazon goes through employees because of how much they're on.
Do you not let your socks have bathroom breaks?
Do you make your socks piss in bottles?
No, but yeah.
Me and Dan just totally ruined the moment just to shit on Amazon, and I'm happy for it, honestly.
Yeah.
It was a worth. It was
Okay,
a worth joke.
but you buy so much stuff from that stand.
That
Viewers,
stand, the
where you
audio
are,
equipment.
that is Amazon equipment. This is Amazon shit.
The
You're a
mics are from
shill.
Amazon,
Oh man,
yeah.
I fucked up my mic a
You
bit.
did. The
Is that-
mics
is that
are from
good?
Amazon.
They are.
I think it's working. Yeah, we're professional podcasters. No, but
Oh, very, very much so.
But okay, but the thing is I can hate on Amazon and I can hate on Jeff Bezos, but like it is so like if I wanted to buy all the stuff that I got it all in
No,
like
that would
2
be
days.
like easily a $500 investment if you bought this from like an audio store or some shit,
Well,
because they only sell high end stuff.
It was a $400 investment, so it would have probably been like a.
Okay.
Honestly, I don't think it would be doubled, but it would be. I don't know. I don't know the equivalent. Like I know, like
We're poor. I understand why you use Amazon.
well,
I
and
just
also
wanted
like
to give
2
you
days.
shit.
Like I literally got most of the stuff 2 days late. Okay, we're just advertising for Amazon now at this
Yeah,
point.
no,
So
but
the one thing I will do is when I want to buy board games, I most of the time would rather go to a comic book store.
yeah, support
To
madness.
support, yeah, I go to there.
I have gotten to a level of broke where I noticed that next to theaters there's a new Dollar Tree, and I walked in through it with awe.
What? Wait, explain, elaborate.
Because like I was like, oh, I could get this is a $2 of those lightning adapters. I spent like $13 on one of those.
Wait, $2 in the Dollar Tree? I'm glad that they're changing for modern times. I've always thought that the dollar store model was a really shitty business model.
Well, this
because
is
of
the ones that go
inflation.
up to $5.
Okay.
Well, see, there's Dollar General and there's Dollar Tree, and for the longest time, I think Dollar General wasn't just dollars; it was like multiple dollars. But now even Dollar Tree is, and now you have stores popping up. Like I think there's a store called Five Below,
Yeah.
which is like trying to be a dollar store, but it's like everything's under $5. But
I mean, yeah, I guess that's all right.
the one thing you could do though is you could go to the dollar store and buy candy there, or just at a
Oh,
gas
dollar
station.
store is pretty good for candy.
And then you
Yeah.
bring that into the movie theater. Though, didn't you say
Yeah.
last time you went to the movie theater? What was it, yesterday? Like you went,
Oh,
Da, da,
yeah.
da.
story?
Oh yeah.
No, no, no,
that is
no,
that is a
no, no,
Bigfoot
no, no,
crime
no, 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 no. Ba, 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 ba.
Well, I
So,
was gonna-
anyways, we were talking about what the Armenian genocide, right?
Listen,
we were
You
talking
guys
about
are
that.
making it sound like you like
No, I'm
murdered
just trying to.
someone behind.
I'm just trying to like stop you from being like, Matthew, tell us about this one time. Like, stop leading into
Well,
that.
what I was gonna say
Matt,
was that
Holden,
you had
Holden,
no.
Holden,
I know what I'm gonna
Holden,
say.
move the
I know what I'm gonna
conversation.
say.
Move the goddamn
That
conversation.
you bought the tickets and no one was there.
Move the
No one
goddamn
was
conversation.
there. Whatever. Okay. So.
We're making this way worse than it actually.
That's what I'm
was.
Okay,
saying.
actually,
You sound like you
yeah.
murdered
You know
someone.
what?
It's like
We didn't commit murder, but like I just wanted
shoplifted
you
at
to
Target
not
or
like.
anything. I noticed that there was no one at the Cinemark that was guarding the place, and I already filled my drink, and I just went into the theater.
You're gonna be arrested now.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I hear the SWAT team.
Holden, when they take Matthew away, I want you to know I'm going to blame you.
Well, see, this whole friendship that we had, this whole podcast, this has actually been a front. See, I didn't even have to wear a wire to make you admit that. I made a podcast.
He literally
I
brought
committed.
these mics out.
Yeah, and I just okay. So what? Let's see. What other crimes can I get you guys?
By the way, I wouldn't have committed that hard to like stopping you from doing it if you didn't try to keep doing it. Like,
No, exactly.
I was like,
though.
stop,
Yeah,
stop,
yeah.
Holden, stop, stop, Holden, please.
Well, because I wasn't even gonna bring up the drink thing. I was just gonna bring up the
The other thing.
how
yeah.
you bought tickets and then no one took your tickets. That's what I was gonna. But
Have you seen
yeah.
Dune?
I have not.
I got obsessed with like the throat chant from Dune for a little bit after seeing the movie because this is such a good scene. It
Yeah,
is so good.
I love how much of a like.
It's so fucking good.
It's so funny seeing you like this because it was exactly what I was a year ago when I read the book. Where I'm just like, holy shit, this is like one of those 20-year-old things I just
No,
surfaced.
it's so good. I didn't realize like how good. I saw like it's David Lynch. That's like
Yeah.
the '80s one. Yeah, I saw that one and it was like all right, but like the new Dune is really good. Even though it's pretty much the same story that I already know being told, like there's so much more nuance to it. It's a really good movie.
See, I think the one thing I might. I'm debating on whether I want to wait because my parents saw it and my dad's like, yeah, but like it was good, but I don't want it like by the time the second part comes out, I think everyone's gonna lose hype, or at least I might lose hype. Like if I get really hyped about Dune and then I have to wait 3 years to actually see the ending of the movie.
Okay, but like wait, what kind of instant gratification do you need? Do you know how movies work?
But
Okay.
That's specific. You're not even. It's cutting a movie in half. Like it's not like.
it's a long ass story.
But I mean,
Like
like
in
that's
the
what
in
I'm-
the David Lynch one at the very end. I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like basically, as far as I remember, and Matthew, you correct me if I'm wrong here, but like, didn't they just snap through like the last like portion of the book all at the very end, because I remember them setting up a lot of stuff, and then it felt like at the very end, like stuff just wrapped up.
Well, that's just
that was the story.
That's
Like
the thing
I
with
like
Dune.
it being in 2 parts.
I think, if anything, I remember seeing a Reddit comment about this and being like, yes, I totally agree. Of like, I think Dune would have worked as an HBO series. Like, if anything, like with like, because HBO is one of the few companies that has the budget to even pull that off.
Yeah.
But with Dune, like, you either have David Lynch, who had to make like a giant book into like a 2-hour movie.
No, the movie was still like pretty good. Respect the movie.
Yeah, but it was just a little too campy. Or you have like this, where they have to split up into parts.
Apparently, the bad guy, like the what is it, Harkonnen, like the young Harkonnen guy, not the Duke.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he was like, I think, the singer in the band The Police. He's like called Spike or something.
Or the one with the stupid outfit in the first.
Yeah, no, I thought he was David Bowie for a bit because of the hair. But I need to stop thinking that everyone really 80s looking with like
That's a good
giant
point.
ass blonde hair is David Bowie, but that's just where my gut goes, I guess.
Yeah, no, it's the same with there's a while where every long-haired guy I kept calling Fabio, like long-haired masculine guy, I kept calling Fabio. I don't even know who that is.
You just like snap your neck trying to. What if
yeah.
you just died there? Like just in like you just like because you could do that, right? Like if you like.
Fuck
your
no.
neck too much.
Fuck no.
I'm pretty sure if you like.
Two things.
snap your
First
neck-
of all, if that did happen, it wouldn't be my problem anymore. Second of
I
all,
guess that's fair.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a hard time torquing your neck around. Like maybe over time you could atrophy away the bones if you did like that nonstop. But I don't think that's something you have to worry
That
about.
is some exorcism shit. If like the person just kept doing this until like their head falls off.
Yeah, they keep like twisting their head until like it's like you're like moving some like I don't know paper thing and you're just moving it around and around until it like kind of comes
Pops
off.
off. So yeah, next episode we're gonna be We're gonna be putting this to the test.
Well, who are we gonna do it on?
All 3 of us. First one to die or last one to die is the loser.
Wait, we could brand it as like a Squid Game thing.
Exactly, there we go.
Massive YouTube V-Bucks.
We got neon ape game. I don't know. I was trying to be clever or something. I don't
neon
know.
monkey crab
Monkey
squid
game.
animal game
Animal.
game.
Man, so I think this is a good this is a good kind of place to wrap it up. I think the one thing I definitely want to say is if you guys first of all I really hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of season 2. But if you have any stupid arguments or hypothetical questions or anything, definitely let us know in the comments down below. Join the Discord server and stuff like that. We have a whole channel, and give us suggestions for things to talk about. But I gotta say, it feels nice to be doing the podcast again.
Yeah, honestly.
It feels super, super nice. So
Matthew, does it feel nice to you? You haven't said anything.
I feel mediocre.
mediocre.
The whole situation.
As soon as we're done recording, Matthew's gonna start.
Matthew,
crying.
I literally planned a bit to do the Immortan Joe like mediocre in response, and I couldn't because you called it mediocre. do you connect to like a psychic level where you know what bits are about to come and you preempt them?
Like this like third eye for like if someone's about to do a meme. Because I also went through my head when I said mediocre. I wasn't intending it to be that, but in my head I was thinking of it, Martin Josie mediocre.
Huh.
So Matthew's psychic. That's what we.
I'm a
know.
psychic.
Well, yeah, we already knew that.
He's a. I was gonna say a meme psychic, but that sounds so stupid to say.
I mean, all psychics are meme psychics,
But-
right?
I mean, I just made a Warhammer reference, so I don't.
I mean, I guess that's fair. It still somehow sounded cooler than what I said, but
He was
either
talking
way,
about Warhammer. It wasn't cool.
man,
Well,
yeah,
wait, the world of Warhammer is cool. Never
yeah.
mind.
No, that's gonna be next episode. Just we're doing.
We're a Warhammer podcast.
Dude, I can
now.
go on for that, but then that would.
No,
just
I know.
No,
I've
no.
heard you go on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. So, okay, guys. Well, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Neon Apes podcast, and we will see you all next time. Bye.